Good morning, my dear students of Standard 8th. As I have already begun to explain you the lesson of geography for Standard 8th, interior of the earth, we will begin to explain the remaining portion of the lesson. I think while concluding the lesson, I had begun to explain you the core, and we had finished explanation of outer core. Now we have learned that the outer core of the Earth's interior is in a liquid state. The outer core is in liquid state, and the proportion of iron is more in this layer. Outer core liquid state and proportion of iron is more. Proportion of iron is more in this layer. Vertical currents originate in this liquid layer. This is another characteristic of this area, vertical currents. Vertical currents. Now, the difference between the temperatures of the outer and inner core gives rise to vertical currents. Now, I have written that vertical currents originate in the outer core. Vertical currents originate in the outer core, and it is because the difference between the temperatures of the outer core and inner core. It is because, see, vertical currents originate in the outer core because of the difference between the temperatures of the outer core and the inner core. The Earth's rotation gives them eddy motion. It is because the Earth revolves around itself. The outer core and inner core have circular motions. Eddy motions means circular motions. Electric currents develop in the spiral circular motions or eddies of liquid oil, and thus magnetic field is generated. Now, how magnetic field is generated? Magnetic field is generated because electric currents develop in the circular motions of outer core and inner core. How magnetic field is generated? Magnetic field is generated because electric currents are developed in these spiral eddies or in these circular movements of liquid ion in the outer core and inner core. So magnetic field is generated. It is sometimes called the geodynamo. This magnetic field of the Earth is functional even outside the Earth's surface for quite a distance. This magnetic field of the Earth is functional. This magnetic field means geodynamic field of the Earth is functional even outside the Earth's surface for quite a distance. So, a cover develops around the Earth. Because of the magnetic field, a cover develops around the Earth. So the Earth's atmosphere is protected from solar winds. The Earth's atmosphere is protected from solar winds coming from the sun. Now the magnetic field thus develop around the Earth. How the magnetic field is developed around the Earth? The Earth's atmosphere is protected from solar winds, and solar winds are coming from the sun. So the magnetic field develops around the Earth is called magnetosphere. Magnetic field is known as magnetosphere. This is the fifth and an important sphere of the Earth. This is the fifth and an important sphere of the Earth. Now, inner core. Inner core extends from around 5,150 kilometers to the depth of around 6,371 kilometers. The extension or the area of inner core is from 5,150 kilometers to the depth of around 6,371 kilometers. And 6,371 kilometers is the Earth's center. It is the core of the Earth which is in a solid state. So inner core is in a solid state. The density of this sphere is around 13.3 gm to cm. Iron and nickel are the major elements found here. Major elements are iron and nickel. Iron and nickel are the major elements. Therefore, this layer is also called knife. This layer is also called knife. Inner core is known as knife. Why inner core is known as knife? Because there are major elements such as iron and nickel found in the inner core. So the inner core is also known as knife. As the materials in this layer are under extreme pressure. As the materials in this layer are under extreme pressure, so the inner core is in solid state. The inner core is in solid state. Why the inner core is in the solid state? Because the materials in the inner core are under extreme pressure, so this layer is in solid state. The temperature here is almost equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. Temperature equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. Of the sun. Now, what we have learned in this period? I had begun to explain the outer core. The outer core is in liquid state. There is proportion of iron in the outer core. vertical currents originate in the outer core. Now, magnetic field is also known as geodynamo. So, the name, another name of magnetic field is magnetosphere. Magnetic field is magnetosphere. Now, inner core is in solid state. The major elements in the inner core are iron and nickel. Hence, inner core is also known as knife. Now, temperature found in the outer core is equivalent to the surface temperature of the sun. Here, we conclude the lesson, but we will just have short explanation that we are very inquisitive about what lies in the interior of the earth. Now, matter coming out of volcano eruption consists of hot magma, gases, steam, etc. that we have seen. Now, the crust, the uppermost layer of the earth's surface is in solid state and is called the crust. The thickness of the crust is not the same everywhere. After the crust is the thinnest of all the layers. When compared to the mantle and the core, it can be divided into two sub-layers. The sub-layers of the crust are continental crust and oceanic crust. Continental crust, the continents are mainly composed of silica. Silica is the compound of silicon elements and aluminium. Because of their high proportion in this layer, the layer was earlier known as Sial. The second one is oceanic crust. This is the second layer of the crust. It is made up of silica and magnesium. It was earlier called Sima. Then mantle. Below the crust, it lies the mantle. Mantle can be divided into two layers, upper mantle and lower mantle. The upper mantle is in liquid state. So, magma chambers are found here. Now, this layer is also known as asthenosphere. The internal energy which is released due to endogenetic movements occurring in this layer is responsible for mountain building, volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. The density of lower mantle is about 5.7 cm. The core starts from the depth of about 2,900 km from the Earth's surface. The core is divided into outer core and inner core. The outer core extends from 2,900 km to 5,100 km. The secondary waves cannot pass through the core. Now the second one is inner core that we have seen. Inner core extends from around 5,150 km to the depth of around 6,371 km. It is the Earth center. It is this core of the earth which is in a solid state. Now, with this brief explanation once again on whatever we have taken in the lesson, interior of the earth, I declare the lesson is over. I would like to request you to read the lesson very carefully so that you would understand. Listening to the video would not do multitudes of help, or listening to the video is not sufficient to work wonders. You must read the chapter. Read the chapter carefully. It will not take so much time. Read the chapter once or twice. Listen to the video so that you will understand everything. With this, I declare the topic is over. Please solve the question answers which are given below. There are 5 questions which are given below this topic. So read the lesson, listen to the video, solve the questions and send those questions to me immediately without failure. Thank you.